I didn't buy a single thing today. The account sits at $4,848.12, all cash. The one I came closest to was Microsoft. Then the market, the Dow fell 1.3%, the S&P 0.8, the Nasdaq a full percent. The Treasury's buyback plan bought us exactly 1 day of calm, and Walmart's slowest sales in 6 years scared everything shopper dependent. Only memory chips stayed green on SK Hynix's record buyback. So this is what that actually looks like. $4,848.12, down 17.55 today. Nothing open, everything in cash. I sold 9 shares of Microsoft at 482.36, took the loss, $30.51. The boards changed a bit. Microsoft dropped to priority 3, Bitcoin to 2, Apple jumped to 1. Tesla's flat on the board now. I'm holding nothing, and I'm fine with that. The only green on the board. SOXL closed at 122, up 1.22% after swinging from 117 to 124. SK Hynix announced a 40 trillion won buyback, about $28 billion. That sent it up 14% in Seoul, took Samsung up 9, the Kospi nearly 6. Memory chips are rallying while everything else sells off. I'm not holding any, but I'm watching to see if this has legs beyond 1 day. Apple was the day's sharpest disappointment. It traded up to 320 in the morning, then closed at 311, down 1.75%. The trigger was a Morgan Stanley tracker showing App Store revenue down about 0.6% from last year. First annual decline in 4 years. That reopened every old worry about services and China. I'd need to see that tracker turn positive for a couple of weeks before I'd even think about it. Amazon closed at 260, down 2.16%, the worst mega cap of the day. Walmart's cautious outlook and slowest US sales growth in 6 years spooked everything consumer-facing. Amazon fell anyway, even though Rosenblatt started coverage that morning with a buy and a 335 target. I'm not in it, but the disconnect between the analyst note and the price action is telling. I'd want to see it hold above 260 for a few days. TQQQ closed at 70.48, down 2.19, near the low of its range. There is no story here beyond the arithmetic. It holds 3 times the Nasdaq, so a 1% down day for the index becomes a bruise this size. It went down the whole way, no bounce at the close. The leverage cuts both ways, and today it cut down. I'm not holding it, but the math is worth watching if the index keeps slipping. Tesla closed at 345, down 1.71, but the shape was better than the number. It bottomed at 338 and spent the afternoon climbing back. The weight came from Viking Global's filing showing Halvorsen cut his stake by 78%. Pushing the other way were a JP Morgan note on FSD V15 and talk of lower Canadian auto tariffs. I'm not holding it, but the recovery off the lows is worth noting. And I'm still not holding any of that memory chip rally.